Hi friends, so in the previous section I explained about the Jenkins installation in the Ubuntu. Today we'll understand about how in the prod system environment settings will be there in the Jenkins. We'll see few environment variables I will explain. So those are like important for your Jenkins. So you should know about those settings also. Okay, I will explain. Let me start. Okay, let me open my Ubuntu machine. So this is the dashboard for your Jenkins. If you don't know how to configure, please watch my previous videos. And in the Amazon EC2 instance we created, and even the Docker, by using the Docker also how to install in the Docker series I explained. So please go and watch. Even how to deploy the website using the GitHub, we already covered these topics also. So let me create a quickly a simple job, just to whether our job is running or not. I'm giving as a test project. Click OK. Just I will print some hello world, just echo hello world, just I will print. Why? Because we installed in Ubuntu, right? So in the build execute shell, so echo, just I'm giving sorry, the is going very fast. Wait, echo, just you can provide your hello world message, like I'm giving as a Java Express I'm giving. Okay, just save. And if you click the, sorry, my system is slow, give me a minute. So command is deleted, wait a minute. Just I'm printing again, echo welcome to Jenkins, just I'm giving some name. Okay, click save. So your job is ready. This is like a hello world job. You guys till now we done lot of jobs like this. Just build now. Click here, build now. Your project will see it is a build is success. If you want to see, click console output. See here, the job is success. Welcome to the Jenkins, it is printing. Okay, so I promise you to explain about system settings. So left side there is a manage Jenkins. If it is a prod server or anything, you don't see permission for the manage. Why? Because in the role based strategy how to restrict I explained. If you don't know, just please go and watch. Inside the manage Jenkins we have a configure system. Click here. Okay, when you click the configure, this is your home directory of your Jenkins. If you create any job, any logs it is generating, in this path you can see your jobs. We created just now one project, right? So test project, we'll see whether real is exist or not. You can cd given this URL followed by URL. If you given the ls hyphen l, see, let me do ls command. If you see, lot of files you are able to see, right? config.xml jobs. If you want to provide the logs and the workspace, it will create one workspace to you, cd workspace. If you go for inside the workspace, you can see your jobs, ls command. See, there is a test project is running. This is the project. So basically you don't have permission to log in this one if you are working in a real-time industry. Okay, real-time projects, if you work, they won't give access Jenkins to everyone except the admin who is maintaining this Jenkins related things. And secret keys, lot of folders you have. Just to know about is the home directory, just I explain this part. Once you are good at this is system message. If you see here system message, what I will do, if you are running on a project, the project name will be there, right? So the project name, if you want to see if all the builds, like I will give some Java Express jobs I'm giving. Click save. What will happen, go and check in your dashboard. Now it is saved. It is saved my file. See, if you see here, if you create number of jobs, if you see in the top there is a Java Express jobs, this is the name you can configure. But the problem is it is showing as a small. If you want to display very big name, Okay, if you know about HTML, still you can configure HTML also. How I can do that? Click on the manage Jenkins, configure system. Here if you see here, there is a default plain text. I want to change to safe HTML. If you change, then you can use your HTML tags in this box. How to do? Click on the manage Jenkins, and here global tool, see here, configure global security. Click here. Inside the security, you need to enable one option. If you go down here, there is a markup formatter. If you see here, there is a markup formatter. Just click here, click on save HTML and save. If you save here, so that you can write your HTML tags inside here. Now what I will do, click here. Here you go and change your HTML tags. H1 means this is very big, it will display very, font is very big, it's like a font. Your heading will be a big letters, it will be display. Okay, H1, H2, H3 up to H6 we have. The least one is H6. Sorry, H1 I need to use now. Okay, and click save. Okay, see here, now it is displaying very big with bold letter, Java Express jobs. Sorry, job is missed. So this is the heading. You can provide your project. I hope you guys are clear about those 2 points, and I want to add 2 more points. Number of executors. If you want to run your jobs, 5 jobs you want to run parallelly at a time, then you can configure those jobs here. If you want to run only 1 at a time, you can provide. Default is 2. If you want to run 5, just you can provide the executors. I hope you guys are clear about this thing. You no need to know about all the things. What are the important things I'm explaining? Okay, and there is a uses. If this is this node as much as possible. In the previous videos, I explained about master node and slave node, right? So this job should be run on which label. You want to run on the slave node or the master node. So you can configure those settings here also. Okay, and the labeling concept means we are giving the name for your slave setup, right? So those labels you can provide here. And if you see, this is a quiet period. Quiet period is nothing but if you are using the Git, if you commit some data. So source code is a version control system, right? You given some commit to your Git repository. After few seconds your job will be run, right? That few seconds configuration you can provide here. If you given as before starting your job, if you given as a 5, that means after 5 seconds your job will be start. Okay, if you given suppose as a 10, after 10 seconds your job will be start. If you commit immediately, if you make it as 0, immediately it will be start your job. Basically in the production environment, anyway in the production we won't commit anything, right? So in the development environment we will give basically 15 seconds or 10 seconds. After that your job will be triggered. I hope you guys are clear. Okay, after that if you see here, SCM checkout retry count, that means if suppose the Git server is down, suppose you are every time whenever if new job is running, it will pull your code in your workspace, right? First time it will be pull. Okay, if any issue is happened and it will throw exception to you. Okay, your server is down something, but you before throwing error to you, if you provide some count 3 times, it will be retry. It will retry 3 times, then at the 4th time it will show, so there is issue about happened in the your Git. So that retry count you can provide here. That is a source code management system. It's a version control. Okay, I hope you guys are clear about this. Is your Jenkins URL, the local host. If you want to provide your domain name, if you have anything, you can validate here. And we have one more, system admin email address. You can provide your admin user ID, like email address. If any issues happen, you can receive the email alerts also. Okay, and hope these are all the main important things. And there is a time stamper. Whenever if you're running your jobs, if you want to display one formatted datetime formatter, year, month and day, otherwise a day, month and year, those formats you can configure in these settings. Okay, so these are the main options. And if you go down here, there is a two things you should know about enterprise servers, just like a private git repository. Those things you can configure here. If you use a public repository, you can configure here GitHub server. Okay, this is a private repository and public repository. And we have a lot of plugins. We have this is subversion, shell, these are all the plugins. And if you are working as a team, if you want to receive email alerts to everyone, those email addresses you need to configure here. Extended email notification. Here you need to provide some SMTP of the Gmail, and what are the email addresses you want to add, those email addresses you can add it here, so that you can receive the email alerts to your system. Okay, so a lot of options we have. These are the main options. These are email notification, extended email notification. Here one plugin is also there. If you want to get the if you install the plugin, it will be a support for you. I hope you understood about the system settings. If you feel a difficulty, if you didn't understand, please leave your comments and give me the suggestions also. Okay, I hope you guys are understood. So thank you. We'll see in the further topics in the next session. Thank you guys.